Hey, what up, Ant? How you feel, bro? Sales. What is it gonna be called? What up, Khalifa? How you feel? Access to the sales guide, I guess. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In a minute here, we're gonna be talking about how to get more sales. So it don't matter what you're selling. If you're selling your books, if you got a product or service, if it's physical, digital, whatever. To be honest with you, yo, what I have found out is that sales, it really works the same on the internet and off the internet. So here is how you get access to the guide I'm about to push on this live. And I'm gonna go ahead and pin this comment. And now let me go live on Merch Life Publishing as well. So people can see. Alright, so I'm going live on Merch Life Publishing too. We about to get into the 5 steps to the conversation. All of that, yo. And I'm calling this one How to Sell More Books. So you might be asking yourself, well, why you put, reply to your story in the title? Why you put that there? You know why I put that there. I put that there so you would show up. If I put the real title, if I just put, how to make more sales, it would have looked like another spammy, you feel me, another spammy live or whatever. Yes, this is a Dragon Ball hat and a Dragon Ball shirt. Yes, it is. What's it to you, buddy? What up, Brother Trent? How you feel? And yeah, I got on the listen. I got on the Dragon Ball hat and the Dragon Ball shirt. But let's not forget the Dragon Ball pajama pants too, boy. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, man. So how to get more sales, how to boost your income. I don't care what, you feeling good, brother? How are you? Yo, I'm excellent, bro. I'm excited. You already know. I'm out here just trying to get it how I live, bro. Both of my sons, my favorite sons, both of my sons' birthday is in March. So March the 1st and March the 8th. I'm trying to do it big, man. I'm trying to get my young boy about to be 14, man. And my other one, he about to be 5. It's crazy. Yeah, 14 and 5. Crazy. All right, we finna. So one phone is on 100% and the other phone is on 20%. That's wild. That's wild. I'm gonna end up plugging that joint in because I'm not cutting the live short because of nobody's batteries, y'all. So we finna get into this, John. Now, before we get started on the 5 steps to the conversation, I first want you to understand that sales is universal. How do I feel about Lulu? To be honest with you, bro, inside my course, I talk about all 3 of the major publishing platforms. You have to go through one of them to publish. I don't care what publishing company you own or what you do or how you do it. You got to either go through Lulu, you got to go through KDP, or you got to go through Ingram Spark in order to get officially published. If you're getting a paperback book, I recommend KDP. If you're getting a hardcover, I recommend Lulu. If you're getting a book that you want to be mass distributed, meaning you want it in Walmart, you want it in Target, you want it in random stores, you know, that you might not even have ever heard of, like Roses and places like that, then I will go with Ingram Spark. And all of these things have different stipulations. You know, they have different pricing for printing the books. You know, they have different rules, man, just different rules. But yes, bro, text me. Let me see. Just text my number, bro, and I'll get you all that information. I ain't gonna charge you that for no information, bro. To the sales guide, text sales to 3841. Pin comment. Okay, cool. So yeah, I released this sales guide because a lot of my authors, especially the people that I published in 2023, have their book finished. It's already printed. They hit the streets with it. You know, they at the stores with it. They wherever they go with it. However, they have not made as many sales as they predicted they would. Now, selling your book can be an easy feat, but if you don't know, you know, how to present the value correctly. Yes, sir. Happy born day to the babies. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, bro. If you don't know how to present the value correctly, because when they go to sell their book, they try to sell the book. You don't have to sell your book, right? And we're not just talking about books. This is in general for anybody. No matter what you're selling, don't sell the product. Sell the result of the product. Sell the reason why they want or need the product. Sell the value in them using the product. Like, I'm not going to get on here and tell you, oh, the sales guide, you know, you got to text the number to get the sales guide. I'm telling you what's in the sales guide first. I'm telling you how it's going to help you make more sales. I'm telling you how it's going to affect your business, right? So when you're selling something, sell the results. People don't care that your name on it or that you put it together. People care what they can get out of it. People care how they can benefit from it, right? Exactly. Yes, sir. I see you. Somebody just text the number. Get excited. Y'all won't be seeing this for too much longer either. I'm trying to get off of the MJ, you know. I gotta keep watching Brother Wesley so I can convince myself it ain't the right thing to do, bro, because you know, you either gonna learn from the minister say you're gonna learn from the lesson. I mean, he said you're gonna learn from the warning, or you're gonna learn from the whooping. I think I'm learning from the whooping right now, y'all. I think I'm learning from the whooping right now. For real, brother Trent, for real, bro. I think I'm learning from the whooping right now. But with that being said, yo, first step to making more sales. Of course, we getting into the 5 steps to the conversation. Perfumes for Less. I know you know this info already. I know I see you every day using the 5 steps to the conversation. The first step is the introduction. If you could, if someone in the comments could give me the icebreaker to the, give me the the key factor to the first step of the conversation, right? I'm going to tell you for the people on Merch Life Publishing side, because there's only people over here that know this system on Merch Life J side, but I'm going to tell y'all both. When you first approach someone, everybody has an invisible wall. This is for cold customers I'm talking about. Cold customers, y'all. These cold customers are going to be, you know, those people that don't really know what you got going on. They don't really know what you're doing. They don't really know you. These people are like strangers almost, right? Where's the scripts at? I'm kind of done. I know I got the scripts in here. Oh, that's okay. I don't have them right now. Oh, maybe they're in downloads. I'm looking for the scripts for the digital market. Oh, here it is. Wham! Stop playing with me. I found it, boy. All right, so when approaching someone outside on the street, this is a random stranger. You always want to give them you always want to give them a solid introduction. What's a solid introduction? A smile, a eye contact, and excitement. SEX or SEE. Let's just say SEE, right? To keep it PG. What's up, Radiant? How you feel? So the C factor is the key factor to the introduction, because you want those people to see you, right? When I'm approaching a man and he going about his business, doing his errands, whatever he doing outside, right? First of all, this is a dude. So when I approach this man, I want to make sure he has my attention. So I'm like, what's up, boss? How you feel? I might be putting my hand somewhere in the line of sight that he already has, right? So I'm waving, but I'm not smiling too much because it's a dude. If it's a woman, I'm smiling way more, right? And you have to read the room, read the customer. When you approach people, always pay attention to what they're doing before you say something to them. You might be wasting your time approaching somebody that's clearly in a rush. They walking 60 miles an hour and you trying to, hold up. I want to show you. Oh, did you see this? No, bro. That person is not your customer. Everybody's not going to buy. Okay? Everybody's not going to buy. So you got to qualify these people. And how do you qualify someone to be spoken to? You put yourself in their position and ask yourself, would I want to be spoken to right now? If the answer is yes, get at them right now. So that's what I do. I get at them right then and there. What's up, boss? How you feel? I like the tie, man. So I like the tie part. That is the icebreaker. The icebreaker is normally a compliment. It's sometimes a joke, but it's something that gets them to break that wall down, right? It's something that gets them to let their guard down, if you will. Because they're a stranger, you're a stranger. If you a black male, most likely they're probably already afraid of you. So if you're approaching the person, you got to be personable and you got to be approachable yourself. So, like I said, when I approach people, I'm hitting them with the exaggeratedly deep voice. I'm getting their attention, smile, eye contact, and excitement. Let's do the approach for a female. If it's a woman, how you doing, miss? And when I approach females, I do it more cautiously, because I don't want to get near them as fast, as quickly, because I don't want them to think that I'm up to no good. I don't want them to think that I'm trying to do something I'm not trying to do. You feel me? Most of the time I'm in the hood. Most of the time I'm around criminals, not with me, but they're in the area, right? So I don't want to be pegged or guilty by association. So I always approach people with caution. What's up, boss? How you feel? I like the tie. How you doing, miss? The slippers are nice. Yes, ma'am. Or you drop something. Drop what? One of these. Tell me what you think. Now, see how quickly I got the product in her hand? Because by the time she looked down and say, drop what? I'm already close enough to hand her the product. And when you're handing someone a product, let me tell you this, y'all. When you're handing someone a product, male or female, there is a different way you hand them a product. This part is just for the physical products. In a minute, I'm going to get into the digital products as well. But for the physical product, when you put something in a man's hand, you want to put it near his waist. Why do you want to put it near his waist? Because no man wants your hand near their waist. So they're going to take whatever is in your hand so that you can get away from their waist. The same way with a female. When you want to put something in a female's hand, you put it near her chest. Why do you put it near her chest? For the same exact reason. No woman, especially a stranger, wants your hand near her chest. They're going to take whatever's in your hand and check it out. Oh, this a book? Let me see this, John. Get away from me. Oh, okay, this is not it. And this is when you get into the presentation. Right? That's step number 3. But let me talk about the short story. So, step number 1, y'all, write this down. Write this down. It's in the guide, but it's also inside of this book. I'm going to give you this, John, after this is over. Step number 1 in the 5 steps of the conversation is the introduction. You must introduce yourself. You must introduce what's going on. You must give them a sense of safety and security while they're speaking to you. Nobody's going to buy something from you if they don't trust you, if they think you're trying to scam them. Introduction, the icebreaker, is the key factor to the introduction. So when I introduce myself, I'm then going to break you down. I'm going to break that ice with a compliment. What's up, bro? How you feel? What's up, bro? That's the customer. The customer's like, what's up, bro? Why you saying what's up to me? Because in the hood, it's not really etiquette to just speak to strangers. So immediately they like, what the hell is going on? And before you give their mind a chance to make up a scenario, you give them the scenario. Like the tie, they like, thanks, appreciate it. You want to trade? I got the Scooby-Doo on today. I might say something like that because it's funny and I'm breaking down that ice, right? Oh my goodness. What up, JP 1982 Art Studios in the building. Yo, that's my favorite illustrator in the whole wide world, y'all. If y'all haven't yet, go follow JP 1982 Art Studios right now. If you need a book, illustrated, he is the guy to go to. I'm telling you, he know how to bring them pictures to life, y'all. So yeah, that was a quick commercial. Get excited. But the introduction and then the icebreaker. Right after the introduction and the icebreaker, when they reply to you, because remember, it's a conversation. It's a conversation. It's not just you talking the whole time. Nobody wants to be sold to. People want to be talked to. Get excited. So after that, you give them the short story. And I'm going to just go to the page that shows you the whole 5 steps all in one to alleviate the pain of going through all these pages. Wham. So the 5 steps simplified right here, y'all. Right here. You see you got the introduction, and the key factor is going to be the icebreaker. You see that there? I don't know if you can see that there, but it is on page 26 of The Science of Winning. After you use the key factor, which is the C factor and the icebreaker, you're going to use the short story. During the short story, you have to keep it sweet and simple. This is when you kiss the customer, not literally, but this is when you kiss the customer. Now, kiss is the opposite of kill. Yeah, this information for free today because it's Free Game Friday. Somebody said this information for free is golden. Thank you for noticing that. Get excited. So after the introduction, you give them the short story. So my pitch goes a little something like this. Oh, here come the baby. What's up, Chunky man? How you feel? Yeah, I like your braids, man. You got your hair did? Okay. How long you been growing those? What? I got a long way to go, huh? Dang, I know. All right, so my short story, that was my whole introduction to him and the icebreaker. My short story is going to be, Chunky man, did you get one yet? You did? He going to say, dude. All right, so if they say, yeah, they got one, be like, which one you got? And just look at them. Because most of the time they saying yeah because they don't want to be sold to, and they know this is what this is. So when you say which one you got, now you putting the ball in their court. Now they got to talk back to you. Now they got to tell you either no, I'm good, or they got to tell you what they actually got. And they might have got one already. They might have bought something from you. Get excited. Chunky man, you got to get down, okay? Okay. Can you go watch Ninja Turtles with 40? You just want to be on camera. Go watch Ninja Turtles with 40. I love you.
For playing a game.
For playing a game. For you playing a game?
Yeah.
Why are you playing a game? Y'all supposed to be watching Ninja Turtles.
The baby said he wants to play.
The baby said he wants to play Fortnite. So if the baby said he want to play Fortnite, why you playing the game and he not? See the lies they come up with? The lies. What up, Shanira? How you feel? Get excited. You already know. So how to sell more products. Step 1, introduction. Use the icebreaker. Step 2, short story. Make them ask you a question. The short story for me is, did you get one yet? Have you heard about it? Did you see it yet? Did they show you? Did I drop one off before? I don't know if they've been in here yet, but have y'all heard about it? Some type of question that makes them be like, heard about what? Did I get one of what? Did I see one of what? Have you came in here about what? So when they say what, now you in the mix. Now you hit them with the, one of these. Tell me what you think. This is my children's book. I wrote that. Or this is my cleaning service. I started this in 2015. This is my whatever product or service you have. Immediately after the short story. And during the short story, you want to keep it short and simple. But immediately after that is the presentation. Remember, they asked me what. I said, you heard about it? They like, heard about what? The presentation begins immediately. One of these. This is my children's book. I wrote that. And I literally say that every pitch. Up until this point, the pitch is the exact same every time, unless there's a different icebreaker, depending upon the situation and the person at the time. I'm putting the product in their hand during the presentation. And during the presentation, you have two key factors. The key factor number one is product possession. What is product possession? The customer possessing the product. Product possession is you having it in your hand now. Product possession is 9/10 of the law is possession. So when I put the product in your hand, in your area, you now own it until you give it back to me. And I'm not taking it back until you tell me explicitly that you're not buying this. Right? It's all about psychology. A lot of people, they're going to be like, man, I got to keep it moving. How much? You know? So the second key factor to the presentation is the art of suggestion. When they give you a rebuttal or they give you a no, like it's in their hand and they're like, yeah, but I don't got no kids. You got nieces and nephews? Oh yeah, I got nieces and nephews. They make great gifts. And then I begin to talk about the book some more. Right? So you got to use the art of suggestion based upon who the potential customer is. If it's an older woman, for example, she might say, oh, all my kids is older. All my kids is grown. And I'm like, what about your grandkids? What about your nieces? What about your little cousins? You know, if it's a single man who don't have no children, he'll tell me, bro, I don't got no kids. It's a nice book. I like the illustrations, but I don't got no kids. I'm like, what about your nieces and nephews? And he's still like, hey, I'm an only child. I never had no brothers and sisters to have no nieces and nephews. Then I'm going to hit him with and this has worked before. I swear to Bob, this has worked before. I'm going to hit him with what about the lady next door that be taking her trash out in the pajamas and she got the 2 kids and stuff? And you know, bro, I know you've been trying to bag her. This book will get you in the door. Just be like, yeah, I was at the store earlier and I noticed this book. It was real cool. And I thought I'd get it for your kids, man. Just because I was there and I picked it up. Here you go, neighbor. Now she want to know your name. Now she want to get to know you. Now she want to talk to you. 2 years later, y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all having your own kid, y'all married and things like that. And I tell that story because there are a lot of single men that are afraid to approach that neighbor that they see taking the trash out of her pajamas, and they know she a single mom and they really want to talk to her, get to know her, but they don't know how to start it off. Yes, I have sold books saying that to men before. And then, you know, it's always going to be a rebuttal. It's always going to be a reason why they can't buy. But that's what the art of suggestion does. It gives them the suggestion that they need in order to purchase your product. So let's move on. That was step number 3, which is the presentation. Step number 4 is going to be the close. After you use the product possession, after you use the art of suggestion, you have to close them on the reason that they are buying. For example, they'd be like, I don't even got no money right now. You don't need no money? This is my rebuttal. You don't need no money. To the close. Now, the key factor to the close is the rebuttal. Write that down as well. Key factor to the close is rebuttal. And when they say, and remember, the first key factor is ABC, always be closing, but that's like common sense. The main factor you really want to focus on is the rebuttal, because when you close them, they're going to tell you that they can't for some reason. Unless it's a customer that's already like, let me get that joint. Yes? Your feet? Let me see your stinky toes. Let me see his feet. Let me see. Where? This one right here? What, these stinky toes? All right, go show 40 your stinky toes. Go ahead. So always be closing and use rebuttals. If they say, I don't got no money, I'm going to hit them with the, bro, you don't need no money. All you need is Cash App, Apple Pay, Venmo, Zelle. Yeah, I'll take all of that, bro. And it's only $12. But you know, if you get 2, it's a better deal. The 2 for $20. Yep. It's a good deal, right? You want to scan it or you need the name? And I'm doing this as I'm talking to them. Opening my Cash App. You want to scan it or do you need the name? Most of the time they like, oh yeah, I'll scan it. Or no, what's your phone number? I'm going to Zelle you or I'm going to Apple Pay you. Now we're not talking about if you paying me. We're talking about how you paying me. Get excited. So during the close, always be closing. Ignore those no's and keep rebuttaling them. You really got 3 no's and a go. Okay? If somebody tells you no once, it's because they need to know more. If somebody tells you no twice, it's because the price isn't their price. If somebody tells you no 3 times, that means they don't got no money and they don't have no use of the product. It's time to keep it moving. and go on to someone that's going to purchase your product. Get excited. So the fifth step is the rehash. Now remember, the key factor to the rehash is rebuilding the impulse. How do you rebuild the impulse? The rehash happens after the person purchases something, after they buy something, after you've completed the sale. Rehash stands for Chunky. Go in there with 4 now. Thank you. Rehash stands for remember, everyone has a sale hidden. That is what rehash stands for. Remember, everyone has a sale hidden. Remember, everyone has a sale hidden. That's what rehash stands for. That's it. That's how you do that. Now, the key factor to the rehash is rebuilding the impulse. But to rebuild the impulse, that means you got to get them re-excited again like they were when you first stepped in the building and first gave them the icebreaker inside of that introduction. To rebuild the impulse, I use lines like this, for example. This is after they purchase something. Oh, man, I'm collecting the cash. I appreciate you, bro. You know, couldn't done it without you. Oh, you know, since you bought that, you qualified. All of this motion creates emotion. This is why I move around. This is why I'm so animated during the sales pitch, because motion creates emotion, right? Remember that emotion just means energy in motion. So motion creates energy in motion. When you moving around and talking, you're creating an energy in the person that is observing you. And that energy that person is using to observe you is now being moved around because you're moving around. So when you stir yourself up, you're also stirring them up. Have you ever yelled at a child or raised your voice at a child and they started crying? It's because the child couldn't handle that energy. Have you ever raised your voice at a female and she immediately backed down? That's because her voice, she could not handle that energy of your voice. Have you ever yelled at a male and it reminded him of his mother and you saw it in his face? Females, you saw it in his face and he was just like, oh, shut up. Let me shut up. Put my head down real quick. Yeah, that's because his body, his energy could not handle that energy that you were using to exert your voice that way. Right? So motion creates emotion. During the rehash, you have to get excited again. If you're not excited again during the rehash, there is no way the customer is going to get excited again. Motion creates emotion, right? So my rehash go a little something like this. I should have showed you this one first. Oh, man. Now, I only show this to my platinum customers. And then you pull out the product and you put it in their hand. Or you pull out the book and you're like, yo, this is part 2. This is actually a prototype, or this is the beta version, or this, you know. You can also incorporate the 4 factors of impulse while you're using the 5 steps to the conversation. So during my rehash, sometimes I hit them with, yo, I only had 20 of these today. I got 3 left. Yeah. I can't show this to everyone because I don't even come out with a lot of these every day. You feel me? I'm using the greed factor and I'm using the fear of loss. Those are two of the 4 factors of impulse. Now, the 4 factors of impulse are inside of the sales guide as well. What up, Poem Praise? How you feel? Poem Praise 2. You already know. So that's the 5 steps to the conversation. Basically, how you get more sales, no matter if we're talking about online or offline. Now, I just gave you the approach from beginning to end when it comes to offline sales, when it comes to selling something outside, in a store, you know, at a barbershop, in the street, whatever. I'll be on the sidewalk because it's dangerous in the street, but yeah, you know, get excited. So now we're going to get into the approach or the pitch for online customers. Right? So basically, I go in your comments, or I slide in your DM, or, you know, I somehow reach out to you as a potential client, and I'm going to use the same 5 steps to the conversation. So the introduction is the what up, bro, how you feel, peace, get excited, however I say it that day. And then my icebreaker is going to be a compliment on something that I see you doing on the internet. The same way I'm going to compliment your tie or your dress or your slippers or your hat in person, I'm going to compliment something about your online presence because we're online. It's very simple, y'all. Step number 2, which is after the introduction and the icebreaker, you're going to give them the short story online. So the short story online is you asking them about something that they know you're here to ask about. So if I'm DMing you from Merch Life Publishing, I'm going to say, how's your book coming along? Have you finished your outline yet? Were you able? I'm going to say, were you able to check out the free guide today? The one that I sent you before, that you requested. Were you able to check it out? And then that short story is going to get you to open up and start talking and tell me what's going on. Once I figure out what's going on, what your problem is, if I can offer a solution or not, now we are in business. So after the short story, you'll probably say something like an answer to the question. Like you'll say, yeah, I checked it out. Or, oh yeah, I got my outline done. Or I'm almost done, but I ain't finished yet. You're going to tell me whatever it is that I need to know at that moment. So then after the short story, the presentation is me presenting to you the solution to your problem. So in person, the short story is keep it short and simple. Online, the short story is also keep it short and simple, but it's a bigger part of the conversation online. Why is it a bigger part of the conversation online? Because in person, the short story is just me saying something to get you to ask why. But online, the short story is me getting you to tell me all your problems and all your pain points and all your anguishes and why you possibly need me. Without you even knowing that I'm here to help, right? Or you could know, it don't matter, but most of the time they don't know you're here to help. They think you just having a conversation and asking questions and trying to get to know, what they got going on. So after the presentation is the close, right? So you might say during your short story, you might say, yeah, man, I got the book done. I just don't know how to publish it. I haven't figured out how to get an ISBN or how to register my copyright. I need a cover designer or whatever your problem may be. What up, Miss Crafty Lab? How you feel? Once you tell me what the problem is, now I can go into the close. And the close for you might be different than the close for her because y'all have two different problems. Get excited. So if you say, oh yeah, I need a cover design, I'm looking for an illustrator or blah, blah, blah. Well, in my community, we offer access to several different illustrators. Would you like contact on one of them? Do you want me to send you somebody's page so you can check it out? I'm not making no money off of this. I'm literally trying to help people. And if I get paid in the process, I get paid in the process. Because I know that me helping people is going to get me paid regardless. I don't really worry too much about whether or not each individual is paying me. I worry about each individual's problem and how I can solve it. Right? So if you tell me you need a cover design, I'm going to say I design covers. Would you like to see some of my work so that you can determine whether or not you want to hire me to design your cover? And then you might be like, yeah, sure, I'll check it out. So now I have sent you the covers. And now I'm like, so the price is normally $65 to do a cover. You a first time buyer. We both a part of the tribe, or we both a part of this community or that community. I'm going to give you a discount, right? Now, you still have to pitch them high and watch them buy. You want to give people that sense of camaraderie, right? So my actual price for cover design is $45. It's $45. I'm starting at $65 because I want you to get a sense of the value of this thing that I do. So I tell you, normally I charge $65 for this, but because ... right? Because of whatever authentic relationship you have with this customer, because you from Philly too, or because we both in the digital real estate tribe, or because I see you got 5 kids too, or because anything relatable that you can find, you give them the discount. But remember, that discount is your regular price. So to them, they're getting a deal. To them, they relate to you now. They look at you as more than a salesperson, because people don't want to tell their friends no. but they want to tell people that's trying to sell them stuff no all day. Who wants to be sold to? Right? Nobody. So yeah, just like I would do in person. I mean, I normally do it for 15, but I like the shirt. I make it 12. If you like both, you can get them both for 20. So online, I normally charge 65 for the cover designs, but I really like what you're doing with this book. Your impact is going to be crazy. I do it for 50, just a small 50. You know what I'm saying? I take Cash App. What's up, Kimani? How you feel? I take Cash App. You know what I'm saying? I would say it like that, and that's what you basically doing. You're basically closing a deal, but over the internet instead of over the phone. I mean, instead of in person, right? So the last step number 5, the same way you did it in person, when you rehashed them and you rebuilt the impulse and you got them re-excited again because you're excited again, you do the same thing online. Now, instead of me typing this message, now look, this is the key to the online rehash. I'm giving y'all some game. It is Friday. It is Free Game Friday. Please soak this up. At 12 a.m., this live will be deleted. It will not be on this page anymore. I will throw it inside of my course on how to sell your products. This live will not be available after 12 a.m. tonight. Get excited. So what I want to tell you is that the rehash online is completely different, but also is exactly the same. Instead of typing the message like you typed every other message, when you rehash them online, you want to hit that little microphone button that's next to where you type at, and you want to send them an authentic voice message. Why are you sending them a recording of your voice? Because 1, it's more personable. 2, it restarts that impulse. 3, now they know for a fact that you are excited, because you can't express tone through text. I mean, you can, but only to a certain extent. I might text you something with no punctuation, and you might take it as me being upset. I might text another person the same thing, and they might take it as me being happy because they read it in their voice. Right? Every time you text someone something, especially if there's no punctuation, they're going to read it in their voice. So again, you can only express tone through text to a certain extent, y'all. So when you about to rehash this person, you hit them with the voice message. Bro, I should have showed you this first. Or, bro, I forgot to tell you. I don't even know if anybody let you know. Or actually, exclusively right now, I'm able to offer you something else. I didn't even think about it before, you know. So it's several different ways that you can put in that voice message. They might reply with a voice message. If they don't, that's cool. But they might reply with a voice message to let you know that, hey, I'm a real person too. I'm not a robot either, you know. And during that rehash, while you're rebuilding the impulse, you basically taking them right through numbers 2 through 4 again. So it's like, bro, I should have showed you this first. Oh my God, I can't believe that I did not give you this one. You know, this is an addition to the I Am the Author course, or this is an addition to the book I gave you, and blah, blah, blah. They like, oh man, well, what is it? How much is it? How much is it? Or whatever, right? Or you might tell them, ask me how much. You won't even believe the price today. Normally, this joint is $120. Normally, right? Remember, your final price, the last price you tell them, is always going to be a little bit higher than the price you wanted anyway. Remember, I said my cover price is $45. It's just a flat $45. But I'm starting you at $65. I'm telling you that because it's you, you're getting it for $50. You might still say, dang, bro, I really only got $48 right now. And I'm going to hit you with all right, cool, send me the $48. We can get it done. $3 tip. Because I work hard. Get excited. So at this rehash, after you send them the voice message, after they re-excited, after they like, yo, how much is the second part, or how much is the next part, or how much is the addition? You like, man, you know you paid $45 for the first one? That ain't even your price today, bro. That ain't even your price. This one is normally $120, but since you paid $45 for that, I'm gonna just take the $45 off the price for you. I'm gonna just take the $45 off the price, man. And you know, let's make it an even $115. Small $115. And they like, oh, the math not mathing. How about, can I just get it for $100? And I'm like, this is an $80 product, by the way. Yeah, you can do it for $100, man, I guess. But don't tell nobody. Keep it between me and you. Keep it between me and you. Gives them the exclusive feeling. It gives them the, oh snap, he letting me go feeling. It gives them the, he really fucks with me feeling. Oh, this guy really likes me. He really deals with me. He really wants to help. Because I honestly really do want to help. But you see them little boys in there? The ones playing Ninja Turtles? And the ones that just made a weird noise that I didn't know what it was, so I had to listen to see if anybody was crying. Yeah, they gotta eat. They gotta eat every day. They gotta eat 3-4 times a day. So I'm not playing about my money, but at the same time, I really do want to help people. I really do want to help people. So this is the 5 steps to the conversation, man. That was how to get more sales. If you want access to this sales guide, and I promise you need this sales guide. I promise you do. If you want access to it, just text sales to 770-771-3841, and I'll get you a copy of that right now. You already know, man. I'm Rich Life Jay, motivational, inspirational speaker for parapreneurs across the globe, 2-time bestseller, 13-time author, 117-time publisher, father of 7. And I'll see y'all in a few, man. Peace.